A senior class food fight goes out of control at a Long Island high school, and some students are paying a very high price. The students say it was all a joke, but school administrators certainly were not laughing.
As many as 50 students at the John F. Kennedy High School in Plainview were involved. School administrators at first threatened to cancel their senior prom in retaliation, but then they backed off. But there are consequences. Stacey Sager is live in Plainview with details. Stacey.
Well, Roz, there will be a prom here at the John F. Kennedy High School in Plainview, although students definitely spend most of this day sweating it out, wondering. As you mentioned, this started as a result of a food fight, which the superintendent admits lasted less than a minute.
It happened quickly here at John F. Kennedy High School in Plainview, but students say when it did happen, just about everything went flying through their school cafeteria.
There were eggs. I think there was coleslaw, applesauce, meat, mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup with french fries with ketchup, everything.
The food fight was a planned event. Seniors that had come from different middle schools planned to be on opposing sides. School officials wanted to find those responsible, so they threatened to cancel the school's senior prom, which they ended up not doing. But the controversy that resulted definitely wasn't planned.
My older brother and sister, I watched them go to their prom, and through high school, that's all I thought of, prom my senior year, really exciting. And then to hear that they're going to cancel it, that's just ridiculous.
I don't think there's any legal requirement to have a prom. I think it's a privilege.
Still, the prom, scheduled for June 24th here at the Sands Resort in Atlantic Beach, cost tens of thousands of dollars, non-refundable, which the students had been raising since the 9th grade, not to mention other costs like the dresses and limos. Many feel that even the threat of a prom cancellation over a one-minute prank was overly harsh, but not school officials.
We always have to make it clear to students that they have responsibilities and they have to live up to them. And if they don't live up to them, there will be consequences. And one of them may be that their prom may be canceled.
You can't just get away with a food fight. But to take away prom for the people that didn't do anything, that's just horrible.
Now, as we said, there will actually be a prom here in Plainview. It was only threatened to be canceled. But we should point out that off-campus privileges for all high school seniors have now been canceled for the rest of the school year as a result of this food fight. And 4 students have been suspended, and there's no word yet on whether those 4 students will be allowed to go to their senior prom. We're live in Plainview. I'm Stacey Sager, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Stacey. Also on Long Island, a scary ride.
He's braved danger, serving as a missionary.
K High School in Plainview on Long Island. That's the story.
Everyone's like, who's going to start it? Who's going to start it? People just started throwing things across the cafeteria.
School officials say it was like a scene straight out of Animal House, when tomatoes, eggs, coleslaw, hamburger meat, anything kids could get their hands on started flying.
There were bags being thrown. They had plastic bags of raw meat and everything else mixed together, soup, everything.
Did anybody from the school try to stop it?
Yeah, the security guards did, but it didn't work.
Kids at JFK say it started as a senior prank and was meant to be all in fun. But things turned when a lunchroom aide got hit with a yogurt missile, and outside when a student got hit by a car.
The kid hit me in my windshield with an egg, and I was blinded and I couldn't see, and I hit the brakes, and next thing I know, he's on my car.
The whole thing was caught on tape until the assistant principal confiscated the evidence.
We were sitting there videotaping it, and then they came up to me, and I willingly gave it up.
That's when administrators threatened to cancel the senior prom, and suddenly it was no joke at all.
A $500 deposit down on my limo, 20 on the tux, 60 on the Roxy ticket.
Ever since we were freshmen, we had pep rallies and stuff, raising for our senior prom. And I think that what we did was wrong, but should the consequence be no prom? No.
I mean, we accept that there are pranks. We accept that seniors will be seniors, but this went beyond that line.
Finally, 4 students were suspended, including these 2.
Personally, I have to suffer for some actions that I took, and we're going to have to suffer the consequences.
The prom is still scheduled for June 24th, but whether the suspended students will be allowed to go is up in the air. Andrea Day, Fox 5 News.
New York.
And it went sour because one of our staff
injured and a student was injured.
Were we not like...
4 seniors have been suspended and may not be able to attend the prom. School officials wanted to teach a lesson to students, so the entire senior class has now lost off-campus privileges for the rest of the school year. Still to come on the night.
Several students took part in a food fight. Correspondent Frank Ucciotto reports a truce was reached.
It may have seemed like an innocent prank at one time, but when a group of some 20 to 30 students staged a real-life food fight Tuesday in the cafeteria at John F. Kennedy High School in Plainview, school officials threatened to pull the plug on their senior prom.
They were having a food fight. It wasn't anything spiteful. It wasn't anything malicious. Just having a little high school fun.
I walked into the cafeteria. Next thing I know, I got hit with a tomato. I don't even know who threw it. There were a few eggs around the ceiling.
But when the eggs and tomatoes started flying in the cafeteria, school officials threatened to cancel the prom as a penalty.
We got our limo, we have our dresses, we have everything. We have all our nail appointments, everything, and now everything's messed up.
For me, who wasn't involved in the food fight, it's punishing me.
Did you throw anything?
Yes, I did throw. I was part of it. Well, I don't care about getting suspended. That's perfectly fair. But getting our prom taken away, that's ridiculous.
And this student who videotaped some of the other seniors preparing for the food fight had her camera confiscated.
I might be in trouble for bringing the video camera to school. That's not allowed.
But school officials didn't seem to know that according to the American Civil Liberties Union, it was illegal for the school to take that student's camera.
This is news to me.
After a meeting with student leaders this afternoon, school officials announced a resolution that resulted in 4 students being suspended.
The prom at this point is on, and I want to state again, it was never canceled. And there will be some consequences for those students who we have identified were involved in the incident.
I feel it's great because now 300 people don't have to suffer for the actions of a few of us.
The certain people that did throw the food should get suspended.
So the senior prom will go on as planned on June 24th, but those students who are suspended in connection with the food fight here in the cafeteria still don't know if they can attend. The suspended students will apparently find out about their fates at their upcoming suspension hearings. In Plainview, Frank Ucciotto for the WB11 News at 10.
Well, the News at 10 continues tonight.
Kids at the John F. Kennedy High School lived out of Animal House. They staged a food fight earlier this week in the school cafeteria. 2 people were injured. School officials were not amused either. They suspended 4 students and took away their prom privileges.